Number 10. Jessica Simpson. She skyrocketed to fame in 1999 with the release of her debut album Sweet Kisses, followed by Irresistible in 2001 and 5 more studio albums. The singer, actress, and author has also been very outspoken about her personal life, including her plastic surgery disasters. She told Glamour in 2006 that she hated her lip injections. Quote, "I had that Rusty Lane stuff. It looked so fake to me. I didn't like that. But it went away in like 4 months. But lip injections were not the only thing which didn't work out for her. In her 2020 memoir Open Book, she also revealed that she had 2 tummy tucks in 2015, and the second one was riddled with complications. Quote, "I got an infection, colitis, and I was vomiting so much I thought I was going to bust my sutures." She had to spend 9 days in hospital and narrowly avoided needing a blood transplant. It was sad because all she wanted to do was get rid of the stretch marks and loose skin that was left from her 2 back-to-back pregnancies. Looking back on the surgery, she claims that she did it because she wasn't strong enough to handle her insecurities and feels much more proud of her body now. Number 9. Khloe Kardashian. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star is known for being the funniest and most laid back of all the sisters. But over the years, fans have seen such a drastic change in her appearance that can only be put down to excessive plastic surgery. And while the reality star isn't too outspoken when it comes to her past procedures, she has opened up once before about the reason behind her choice to go under the knife. Quote, "For me, everyone says, oh my gosh, she's had her 3rd face transplant. But I've had 1 nose job and everyone gets so upset. Like, why don't I talk about it? No one's ever asked me." She also revealed that she's done injections but not really Botox because when she tried it, her face didn't really respond well. But all the surgery was probably because of something deeper. In fact, later in the episode, Khloe explained about how she experienced body image insecurity when doing photo shoots with her 2 sisters, Kim and Courtney. Quote, "We did so many photo shoots and they would receive racks and racks of clothes, and I was told by so many different stylists I was given about 2 or 3 pieces of clothing, but not to worry because I would be in the background anyway. Yikes." Number 8. Heidi Montag. The Hill star has had some really drastic surgery done and famously underwent 10 procedures in 1 day. It sounds crazy when you think about how difficult that would be to recover from, considering it was all done at the same time. Heidi had the massive surgery day in late 2009, which included breast implants, making her an F-cup, a brow lift, a nose job, lipo on her stomach and thighs, and a butt augmentation. The drastic photos of her new appearance hit the headlines in March of 2010, and the world was more than a little bit shocked. But 3 years later, Heidi admitted to US Magazine that she actually had big regrets and health problems as a result. "I just didn't realize what I was really signing up for. It sounds so minor when you have a surgeon describing so much of it to you." She also said at the time she wasn't fully aware of the recovery time and the mental strain that it would put on her, and she claims her surgeon left this out on purpose. She went on to have some of the work reversed, but mostly maintains her current look.
And at number 7, Dolores Catania. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star went through multiple plastic surgeries since she was cast on reality TV. During part 1 of the show's reunion episode, she revealed that she got a full plastic surgery makeover ahead of the reunion. She's admitted to getting tummy tuck surgery, breast augmentation, facelift, liposuction, and a Brazilian butt lift in the past. Then on the reunion, she says she got a quote new vagina along with a full body lipo, saying that she got lipo on her arms, legs, and taking that fat and putting it in her butt, along with getting Botox and fillers. She even claimed that she probably gets the most plastic surgery out of any of the housewives, saying she needs to look her best for the cameras.
Number 6. John Travolta. He's been a total heartthrob since the 1970s with his breakout role in Grease. Some of his most famous work includes Get Shorty, Saturday Night Fever, and Pulp Fiction. Not to mention the fact that he's also a pilot and has even built his own landing strip at one of his tropical properties. But the 68-year-old's face has definitely evolved over the years, and to this day he continues to go under the knife, all to try and maintain his youthful appearance. But although Travolta has never admitted to having plastic surgery, the actor surprised fans with what looked like the aftermath of too much plastic surgery after appearing in the series The People vs. O.J. Simpson. In fact, fans were convinced that Travolta had some work done to his face and it all went wrong. but he has not commented on the speculations. So what's the real deal? Well, no one truly knows what he has or hasn't had done or why he looks so different, but many fans have commented on his frozen face and saying that he has taken surgery a little too far. But let's not forget, actors do have a heavy pressure to maintain their looks and appear perfect all the time.
At number 5, Mickey Rourke. For a long time, people have made some pretty harsh comments about Mickey Rourke's face. In his early career, he was praised for his looks, but now not so much. A lot of people believe that he doesn't look anything like he used to, and a lot of that has to do with his botched plastic surgery having altered his appearance drastically. Mickey has spoken out about his altered appearance, saying that boxing is really what caused things to go downhill for him. Because he went in for reconstructive surgery from things that had been damaged through boxing, his face has never been the same. Speaking further on this, Mickey said, quote, "Most of it was to mend the mess of my face because of boxing, but I went to the wrong guy to put my face back together. I had my nose broken twice, I had 5 operations on my nose and 1 on a smashed cheekbone." End quote. If Mickey had gone to someone else for these procedures, maybe things would have been different and he wouldn't have gotten so botched.
Number 4, Cardi B. The singer is super open about a lot of aspects of her personal life, including her plastic surgery past. The singer is super open about a lot of aspects of her personal life, including her plastic surgery past and things she has gotten done that bordered on the dangerous. So after she welcomed her daughter Culture in July of 2018, she revealed that she has gotten a breast lift and liposuction. Although she did receive a huge amount of criticism from fans, she decided to defend her decision on Instagram Live. Quote, "Listen, I do whatever the F I want to do with my body. I don't have the time of day like you do. My job as an entertainer is a 24-hour job." She went on to say that she simply doesn't have the time to work out, and there were specific things about herself that would not change no matter how hard she hit the gym. Quote, "Like my boobs, no matter how much I work out, they were not gonna lift themselves." People were upset that a celebrity of her stature said that she didn't have as much time on her hands as regular people, but the honesty was refreshing. But she was forced to cancel several shows due to health complications from surgery. In fact, Cardi revealed that she had once gotten illegal butt injections and realized how risky it was when looking back on it.
And at number 3, Katie Price. British model Katie Price has been vocal about how much she regrets her cosmetic enhancements, even saying at one point she felt like she looked like a monster. Katie has revealed some of the procedures that she's received over the years, and they include a full body liposuction, eye and lip lifts, liposuction under her chin, and fat injected into her bum. Apparently during one of her procedures, there was a complication that could have cost her life. At that point, she realized these cosmetic enhancements were not worth it, and the repeated procedures had put her life in danger. She said at one point she was asking herself what the hell that she'd done, adding, quote, "I've gone to hell and back. It was horrific. Oh my god, I look like a monster out of a horror movie." Katie was reportedly all natural until the age of 30, then she started getting numerous procedures to stop the signs of aging.
Number 2, Linda Evangelista. The Canadian fashion model was undoubtedly one of the top supermodels from the 90s and is regarded as one of the most accomplished and influential models of all times. In fact, she's been featured on over 700 magazine covers. But Linda hasn't really been in the public very much in the last 5 years or so, and fans recently found out why. In September last year, she took to Instagram and revealed that she had undergone cool sculpting treatment to her face, which she says left her unrecognizable, as it allegedly caused fat cells in her face to multiply. Quote, "To my followers who have wondered why I have not been working while my peers' careers have been thriving, the reason is that I was brutally disfigured." She went on to say that the procedure actually did the opposite of what it was promised. In fact, what happened to her was a rare but serious side effect of cool sculpting, and the model said the treatment not only destroyed her livelihood, but sent her into a cycle of deep depression, profound sadness, and the lowest depths of self-loathing, which is extremely sad when you consider just how much it would have affected her self-esteem. Number 1, Donatella Versace. We all know Donatella Versace as a fashion designer and the vice president of one of the best known Italian fashion houses. But there's also something else that even people who aren't interested in fashion know her for. She's a huge fan of plastic surgery. And yes, she tops the list because of how far she went with her various procedures. It's possible that the 67-year-old first went under the knife just to enhance what nature gave her. If you look at her old photos, it's pretty obvious that her face has undergone a lot of changes. Many people believe that she underwent too many of those plastic surgery procedures, possibly to correct the mistakes in each of those previous surgeries. There's been speculation that her facelift has been done to an extreme, pointing out the fact that she does seem to have a bit of a frozen look and is unable to make different facial expressions. She allegedly had lip augmentation, cheek implants, liposuction, and various other procedures. Conclusively, many have referred to Donatella as a very extreme example of plastic surgery because there's nothing subtle about the work she's had done. But the truth is, it probably had a lot to do with societal expectations and the pressure to maintain the image of her brand Versace.
At number 10, Jennifer Grey. Imagine investing in plastic surgery to look better just to watch your career tank after getting whatever procedure done. Well, that's what happened with actress Jennifer Grey, as getting a nose job was the worst mistake of her career and pretty much ended it. Jennifer Grey became super well known after her role in Dirty Dancing, but after her rhinoplasty, things went south for the actress's career. Her appearance wasn't necessarily botched from the surgery itself, as everything went according to plan, but maybe things went a little too well. After getting the surgery, her nose looked very different to how it looked before, and it completely changed her face. As a result, Jennifer found herself struggling to book roles and getting less and less work. Everyone knew her for her face, but since it had changed, became almost unrecognizable, and that wasn't good for her career. When speaking out about her procedure, she called it the quote, nose job from hell, because it pretty much botched her career. She thought that altering her nose would make things better for her because she would have had what she thought was a better appearance, but instead things just got worse. At number 9, Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox is best known for her iconic role as Monica Geller on Friends. Though she had the looks when on the beloved sitcom, things changed after she got plastic surgery. Courtney became the unfortunate victim of botched Botox, and since then the actress has sworn off any kind of cosmetic procedures. Courtney has said in interviews that some doctors started suggesting that she get fillers here and there, and after one too many posts, she was left looking more plastic than human and totally botched. Courtney was led down a dark path of cosmetic alterations to make herself look more youthful, but in the end, the actress said that all these procedures just led her to feeling more and more unhappy with her appearance. It was a vicious cycle for her. The fillers she got became so intense that Courtney eventually said enough is enough and got all the fillers in her face dissolved. Because she was left looking so unlike herself after getting botched, Courtney says that she now prefers to be all natural, embracing her natural beauty. Before we carry on talking about actors and their unfortunate plastic surgery mishaps, why not take a moment to leave a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, and also consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this one. At number 8, Tara Reid. Hollywood's it girl Tara Reid was making it big in the industry at the height of her career, that is until she got a botched plastic surgery that derailed her career completely. In 2004, Tara wanted to get some work done to her body and she received a few surgeries. She got breast implants and underwent a procedure called liposculpting. But this was where things went horribly wrong. After these procedures, she was left disfigured, describing some of the aftermath saying, quote, my stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing. I had a hernia, this huge bump next to my belly button. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work. End quote. Things got even worse for her public image after a wardrobe malfunction at Diddy's 35th birthday party in 2004 exposed her botched body to the world. A lot of people online ended up body shaming the actress, making the situation so much harder for her to deal with at the time. Even though she was able to correct the mistakes done to her appearance 2 years later, the damage was already done to her public image and career, showing us that not only was her body botched, but her career was as well.
Number 7, Courtney Cox. If you take a look at the photos of the Friends star from back in the 90s and compare it to now, it's easy to see that she has undergone a whole range of different procedures. But unlike most celebrities, Courtney Cox has been completely open about the cosmetic procedures that she's had done to her face. The 58-year-old star confessed even though she thought she had undergone far too much at one point, looking completely unrecognizable. When she was asked about her fillers, she said, quote, you have no idea because it's gradual until you go, oh, this doesn't look right, and it's worse in pictures than in real life. Telling You Beauty magazine in 2017 that she gradually realized fillers were not her friend. Courtney explained that she gradually became addicted to surgery and was taking advice from the wrong people. Quote, well, what would end up happening is that you would go to a doctor who would say, you look great, but what would help is a little injection here or filler there. And she said she didn't realize how she looked until her friend looked at her face and said, whoa, no more.
At number 6, Ashley Tisdale. Here's a celebrity whose own body botched their plastic surgery results. Former Disney star Ashley Tisdale is another celebrity who's gone plastic and has experienced health complications as a result of getting work done. When Ashley first got her breast implants, she received the results that she was looking for. Ashley told her fans how before she got them done, she felt really insecure about her body, saying that she felt as though getting this procedure done would help her feel better about herself. Though this augmentation did help boost her confidence for a while, Ashley said that soon there came a time when the implants started to negatively impact her life and her health, saying, quote, "Little by little, I began struggling with minor health issues that were just not adding up. Food sensitivities as well as gut issues that I thought could be caused by my implants," end quote. The actress continued talking about how she made the decision to remove her implants to save herself from her health complications. Even though she walked away from the initial procedure with a good result, her health is really what got botched in the process.
Halfway number 5, Jocelyn Wildenstein. Jocelyn Wildenstein is a prime example of someone who took plastic surgery too far and now regrets it. Before her botched procedures, she was a beautiful model known for her natural beauty, but now she's known as the Catwoman. Jocelyn apparently started changing her appearance to make her husband happy, and she even modeled her look after big cats because her late husband was a big cat lover, specifically modeling her eyes after a lynx. Over the years, she's gotten surgery on her eyes to make them look more cat-like, as well as receiving brow and facelifts, injections, implants, and more. Because of all this work, she's unrecognizable from her former self and hasn't been cast in anything since.
At number 4, Lara Flynn Boyle. Lara Flynn Boyle was stunning in the 90s when she acted on shows like Twin Peaks and The Practice, but in the early 2000s her look started changing drastically, specifically her lips. Over time, fans started to notice that her face started to look very unnatural, and as a result of her altered appearance, no one wanted to cast her anymore. Boyle commented before her procedures that she was scared of aging, as she knew that she would lose work, but her botched procedures are what have actually blacklisted her from the industry. In 2010, Paul S. Nassif told the Daily Mail, quote, "Lara Flynn Boyle appears to have had a rhinoplasty, lip augmentation, Botox, facial fillers, and possibly a brow lift and facelift," end quote. Nassif also said that Lara should refrain from any more procedures. Plastic surgeon Dr. Michael Saulhauser agreed, telling the outlet, quote, "Lara Flynn Boyle, I feel, has gone overboard with the fillers to her cheeks and lips," end quote.
Number 3, Sharon Osbourne. The former The Talk panelist is no stranger to plastic surgery, and it really seemed to work out for her over the years, considering her appearance was never really altered too drastically. But all that changed in late 2021, when she got a facelift that, in her own words, ended up making her look like a cyclops. Quote, "I had a full facelift done in October, and I looked like one of those effing mummies that they wrap with bandages." She told the Sunday Times that the whole thing hurt like hell, but what was even worse is that the pain never really paid off. Sharon said that after the more than 5-hour surgery, she was left looking horrendous, and she even told the surgeon, quote, "You've got to be effing joking. One of my eyes was different than the other. I looked like an effing cyclops. All I need is a hunchback." It sounds funny, but it would have been a nightmare. Even her husband, Ozzy Osbourne, was totally against the results. Fortunately, she was able to undergo reconstructive work, and she's now a lot more satisfied with her appearance.
At number 2, Heidi Montag. Heidi Montag is probably one of the most well-known celebrities for having received botched plastic surgery. In 2010, Heidi took her looks and her body to the limit and underwent 10 procedures in the same day. The procedures she received were neck liposuction, a brow lift, a nose job revision, a chin reduction, getting her ears pinned back, a second breast augmentation, fat injections in her cheek, liposuction in her waist, hip, and inner thighs, Botox in her forehead, and butt implants. So needless to say, there was a lot going on that day. In the aftermath of her dramatic transformation, Heidi opened up about her procedures, her regrets, and what went wrong. She said that her breast augmentation went too far as she made her chest too heavy for the rest of her body, and as if that wasn't bad enough, this long day of surgery took such a huge toll on her body that she actually flatlined for a minute during surgery. Heidi also said that these procedures left her with some pretty bad scarring as well. After all of this work, not only was her appearance botched, but her career was as well, as she ended up losing a lot of work because of this drastic change. And finally, at number 1, Zac Efron. Now this one isn't exactly a confirmed plastic surgery case, but it sure did cause a lot of commotion over the summer. There had been a lot of speculation concerning Zac Efron's supposed new look, as people started saying that Zac got some work done, and by some, I mean a drastic amount. Zac showed up in a video about Earth Day looking pretty different and very swollen. The lower half of his face was looking very puffy, almost like he had gotten a lot of Botox done or some other kind of procedure, and people were super confused by this sudden transformation. The internet started debating whether or not he'd gotten surgery, with some people chalking this all up to Zach simply getting wisdom tooth surgery, using that to explain all the puffiness, but others weren't too convinced. According to one celebrity plastic surgeon, they thought that it looked like Zach may have gotten fillers to reshape his jawline, or that he had actually gone under the knife and that there was some residual swelling going on. It was all just a very sudden change that a lot of people just weren't expecting.
And at number 10, Jessica Simpson. Throughout her career, Jessica Simpson has changed a lot, at some points looking unrecognizable from her former self. Many credited the change in her appearance to simple weight gain, while others speculated that she got cosmetic work done. But we now know that Jessica was suffering with alcoholism that caused a dramatic change in her appearance. Jessica decided to speak about this part of her past in a recent Instagram photo. In the long caption, she describes how she looked unrecognizable during her battle with alcoholism. In the photo, her face looks incredibly puffy and inflamed. She explained the photo was from 2017 at the height of her addiction. She said in part, quote, "This person in the early morning of November 1st, 2017 is an unrecognizable version of myself. I had so much self-discovery to unlock and explore. And now fans understand why she took time away from the spotlight in the last few years." And at number 9, Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne is no stranger to plastic surgery, and she's used procedures to stop the aging process along with helping her lose weight. But she's had a love-hate relationship with the enhancements, and back in 2013 she revealed she was done with surgery altogether. But that went out the window in 2019 when she revealed that she got another facelift, making it her 4th ever. Sharon's most famous procedure took place in 1999, and she lost over 100 pounds after she underwent gastric bypass surgery. In 2007, Sharon admitted at that time that she had spent roughly $530,000 on cosmetic surgeries and enhancements, and obviously that's clear with the change in her appearance. And at number 8, Rumor Willis. After Rumor stepped out looking very different from her usual self, fans speculated that she went under the knife. It was rumored that she received a nose job, reduced her chin, and had lip injections, but she denies getting any work done. In 2014, Rumor told Entertainment Tonight that although she wasn't against plastic surgery, she had never had anything herself, saying, quote, "If I choose to do something myself, it's because I've thought about it. If it's going to make me feel better, I won't be ashamed of the choices that I make." But she then claimed that she has not gotten plastic surgery, even though some reports stated that she had. Apparently she thought about surgery when she was younger and getting bullied, but now she owns her flaws.
At number 7, Dana Delaney. There are a growing number of people out there getting Botox. A lot of young adults are starting to get fillers even though they don't really need to, because it's seen as the new trend. Getting injectables seems to be the newest trend, probably because it's one of the least invasive plastic surgery procedures you can receive. But just because it's not a serious surgery doesn't mean there's no risk, and Desperate Housewives actress Dana Delaney can attest to that. Dana opened up about one of the worst procedures she received and one of people's biggest nightmares, that being Dr. Error. In 2003, Dana decided to go in to receive some Botox injections after her dermatologist convinced her to try it out. When she went in for the procedure, things went horribly wrong after the doctor performing the procedure injected the needle into the wrong place in her forehead and actually ended up causing quite a lot of damage. When he injected it into her forehead, the needle ended up striking a nerve. This then created a huge hematoma in her forehead and actually ended up killing the nerve that was struck. Unfortunately for Dana, this mistake was pretty serious because it ended up affecting the muscle in her right eye, which caused her eye to begin to droop down slightly. Dana spoke out about the experience, saying, quote, "I noticed it more than anybody else, but I was symmetrical before and now I'm not." End quote. This procedure marked the first and last time she got any kind of plastic surgery done because she didn't want to risk getting botched again.
And at number 6, Larissa dos Santos Lima. The 90 Day Fiancé star revealed an entirely new look in September of 2020 after she allegedly spent $72,000 on cosmetic enhancements. She's even said that she's addicted to plastic surgery in 2019, telling Us Weekly, quote, "I admit it, I'm addicted to cosmetic procedures. My dream is to have big breast implants, which would be my first actual cosmetic surgery." Her fans are not the only people that claim she looks unrecognizable. Her ex-husband, Colt Johnson, reacted to her change in appearance in July of 2020, saying, quote, "I don't recognize her. I mean, I looked at the wedding photos I have of her and was like, this is not the same person." On an episode of the show, she revealed she's got gotten lipo, Botox, and filler in her nose and chin.
Number 5. Vicki Gunvalson. The Real Housewives of Orange County star has never been shy about the multiple facial procedures she's gotten over the years. In July 2018, Gunvalson told US Weekly that the eyelid blepharoplasty and facelift she had just gotten would be her last procedures. She also opened up about the various fillers that she had gotten done and admitted that it made her look drastically different. "I had a lot of fillers in my face and I didn't feel like it was me anymore. I had too many doctors, too many different times say, let's do this, let's do that, let's fill here." Vicki said that by the time she was done, she looked in the mirror and realized that she no longer looked anything like herself. But what's really upsetting is that she admitted that being called Miss Piggy by her co-star Slade Smiley was what really led her to get all the plastic surgery, which also included a nose job and a chin implant. She confessed in 2012 that she's always felt like she wasn't pretty enough, and that although she's taken a year to fully heal from the procedures, it didn't change her on the inside.
And at number 4, Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson was one of the world's first supermodels, moving from modeling to reality TV and publishing. But as she got older, she got concerned about aging and started getting cosmetic enhancements to stay young. Now she's made herself totally different, and nobody wants to hire her anymore. She admitted that she got her first cosmetic procedure at the age of 33. In an interview with ABC News, Janice revealed all her procedures. Quote, "Brow lift, yes, I've had my brow lifted. I was getting a little bit of sag coming down my face, so they lifted it up. Yes, I've had collagen put in, injections, it's for the fine lines on my face." Most notably, her mouth is stretched out and sagging and looks completely botched.
At number 3, Jamie Lee Curtis. Now this one actually surprised me a lot because I never actually knew that Jamie Lee Curtis had gone under the knife, but apparently it happened and it wasn't pretty. The actress opened up about a procedure she had received before shooting a movie where she got the fat taken out from underneath her eyes because she said that she was looking puffy. Well, it turns out that this ended up a little botched and her looks weren't too great because when she got to set to start filming the movie, the cameraman actually said that he couldn't shoot her anymore because her face was messed up. Jamie recalled feeling super embarrassed because she had changed her looks too much. She also said that she was unaware of the fact that when you take fat from one area of your body, it quote, comes back in another place. Jamie took this botched experience as a learning moment and never tried a procedure like that again.
And at number 2, Charlotte Crosby. The Geordie Shore star has been getting surgery ever since she got on TV and has changed drastically. It's at the point where some fans are worried that she may have a surgery addiction. Charlotte's openly admitted that she had a nose job back in 2016. She also admits to getting lip filler once a year and getting a boob job to correct a medical condition she was born with that gave her a quote uniboob. At first, Charlotte hid her rhinoplasty from fans, but then weeks later she posted a YouTube vlog about the entire process. But fans think that Charlotte doesn't disclose everything that she's had done and still keeps some of it hidden. After she posted photos from a holiday she took to Brazil, the comments accused her of getting more work done. At this point, fans feel she will never be satisfied with the way she looks. And finally, number 1, Christina Aguilera. In 2018, Christina stepped out with an entirely new appearance, which got fans talking. Her face looked very puffy and swollen, potentially from too much filler. Surgeons and fans had tons of reactions to her new look. One plastic surgeon said, quote, "Christina may have the appearance of fuller cheeks due to increased volume from fillers such as Voluma or Restylane." Another said, quote, "I believe that Christina's puffiness can be attributed to overfilled facial fillers like Bellafill or Voluma. She probably tried to fill out any wrinkles and give her face some youthful fullness." In 2015, it was also reported that Christina got a nose job. One surgeon said that he believes her doctor used cartilage to rebuild her nose after her first nose job was botched.